a struggle with passionate voices on both sides and has been called the new civil rights movement in America. Marriage equality. Iowa State Senator Matt McCoy, who is openly gay, has been on the forefront of this movement in his 22 years in the Iowa legislature and is the co-author of this new book, McCoy, You're Going Straight to Hell. Matt joins me now. Thank you so much for coming in today. How did this come about? What's the background, Matt?
Well, really what happened was after the Varnum decision, where the Supreme Court allowed, the Iowa Supreme Court allowed gay marriage to occur in Iowa, we began as legislators getting emails and letters and phone calls from Iowans saying, you know, we really support that decision, or wow, that was a really wacky decision, why don't you let us vote on this issue? And so we started to collect these letters. My co-author Jim Ferguson and I began to categorize the letters and put them into sections, and we said after a while, you know, we really need to share these letters with people, because these are political artifacts of how people really feel from a heartfelt standpoint about their family situation, about their children who moved away, about how their marriage was, or their union was being perceived by their neighbors because they weren't able to have a marriage. And so we started to put these together and form the book.
And you received death threats. There were campaigns against you, letter writing campaigns. It's all in here?
Right. It's all in there, and it's really I think it's a snapshot of everything that was going on, because there were so many things happening, both from a religious standpoint, but also from a you know, just a neighbor-to-neighbor standpoint, that passions were high, and this book really tries to capture those, and it also tells a little bit about my own struggle and how I came out and what I dealt with, and ultimately hopeful for people that are dealing with this issue in their own family, but also to provide hope that this movement has accomplished so much in such a short time.
And as we were talking about earlier, Florida now has become the 36th state for marriage equality.
Right.
Is the passion still there? Do you find the voices in opposition, or what is the situation like now several years down the road?
Well, you know, I'm pleased to say that Iowans, and our most polling is showing that Iowans as a majority support marriage equality. And so as the needle has moved, it's moved towards equality, which is a great thing. I think that most Iowans feel like this was not a big deal at all, yet in the time that this was occurring, we were the third state in the nation dealing with this issue, and most predicted that it would end up in the breakdown of the family, that it would jeopardize traditional marriage, and it's done none of those things.
Where can we get the book?
So the book's available at Beaverdale Books. It's available at Barnes & Noble in West Des Moines, and it's available online at Barnes & Noble and Amazon.com.
And as you see on your screen, you have a signing there, 1 p.m. on January 24th at Beaverdale Books.
That's correct.
All right, Matt, thank you very much for coming in. Very interesting. And a week from today, you start your other job.
That's right, back to the legislature, and I'm looking forward to a good year.
We'll have you come back on, tell us about that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're back with more right after this.